everyone, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. If you're new here, hello, my name is Sammy. On this channel, we do DIYs, wood signs. There's always tons of laughter to be had. And on today's video, we are going to be doing some Kirkland inspired spring DIYs. So let's go ahead and get straight into the DIYs.
So here is our first Kirkland's DIY dupe hippity hoppity bunny wreath. So this was 30 bucks, and right away when I saw this, I was like, I know what we could do. So we're gonna take the long hula skirt from Dollar Tree. Keep in mind, there's two lengths to these hula skirts. There's a short and there's a long. We want the long one. So I'm gonna take my hula skirt. I'm gonna tape it up to, I just use a paint cloth, drop cloth. And you can see I'm gathering 2 strands each for each of my braid strands. Hope that made sense. And then we're going to braid this all the way down. Now we're going to make 4 braids total. So one hula skirt will be plenty and you'll have some left over. Now I get some clear rubber bands from Dollar Tree, and then I am going to band these braids off on the top and the bottom, just like you are braiding someone's hair. And then, sorry, I feel like I just said a million times. Okay, so now we're going to cut that off. Next, we're going to take some white foam board. We're going to take this metal like wire circle that's also from Dollar Tree, and we aren't attaching our braids to the wire form. We are attaching it to the whiteboard. I am only using this wire form to create a perfect circle. So you can see I'm taking our braid. We obviously are going to have to connect them. They aren't long enough. And I'm going to take that all the way around to the other side. So like we're going to create a half circle with these here. Easy peasy. Okay. All right. And then we're going to follow this all the way down. So we're going to get a second braid, start gluing it. Then we're going to take the third braid and we are going to do another layer right on the inside of that first braid. Okay, so you can see I didn't glue anything to the wire form. I'm just using it to create this beautiful, perfect circle. So we continue to do that all the way around, and we're using the foam board so it has something sturdy for like the bunny and the florals to attach to. Next, I take my craft knife. Now you can see I'm angling my craft knife where essentially it's almost laying on its side because I didn't want to cut it straight down, because then when you hang it, you're going to see that white foam board. We don't want that. So I'm cutting it at an angle so you won't be able to see that. And then I do the same thing for the inside, laying that craft knife flat. Be very careful, you guys, because if you hit some hot glue, you might hit a little snag there. But this worked absolutely great. I didn't cut any of the hula skirt. All right. Next, to get that darker color, like the inspiration photo, I take the lightest amount of antique wax with my chip brush and rub that into my braids. You don't want too much of it because then it's going to be like all oily and nasty. So I let that dry. Then I get my greens stash. This is like where all my green scraps go. And then I have another bucket for all my flower scraps. But this is why you save your scraps, you guys. So I'm picking out all of these leaves and different like filigree things, and I am going to start attaching them. So you can see I'm starting where we connected the 2 braids together so that you can't see that. And keep in mind, the Kirkland's one, they had kind of like their stems kind of poking out everywhere. You do you. I liked this look a little bit better for me, but I am just going to start playing around with it. I'm going to fill it up on both sides. I'm not going to put you through the torture of watching that because it takes some time, but you can see I'm using 2 different color leaves, just seeing what works. I'm starting on the tops and then working my way towards the bottom. And next, you guys, I cut this with my Cricut. It's the 2mm chipboard, and I just used my knife blade. And you guys, like, I don't know why I'm so intimidated to try new things on my Cricut, because this was as simple as just changing out the tool, and it cut this super beautiful bunny, and it's nice and thick, and I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. So I cover it with plaster, and then I'm going to put it on that wreath again just to see the placement. Oh no, I lied. I put it vinyl on there first. Then I lay it on the wreath, realize I need to cover a little bit more of our braids there, and then I will hot glue the bunny directly on to our wreath. So next, you guys, I took these little glitter Easter eggs from Dollar Tree, and I painted all of them in different colors. I stuck them on the green stick part of florals, the stems. You're picking up what I'm putting down. And then I am just putting them behind the leaves, hot gluing them in, just playing around with the placement here. And you're just going to have fun with it at this point. And I know that they make like white eggs, but I couldn't find those in mine. Then we attach some twine at the top, loop it through, and that is it. So Kirkland's was like $30 and ours total was about $5. So, I mean, with my scraps, I already had the chipboard and all of that stuff. But I think this came out super beautiful. I love that bunny. Let me know what you guys think about this wreath and if you guys are going to try and make it yourself.
All right, you guys, that was the first Kirkland's inspired DIY. I know y'all love the dupe videos, and I don't know, I've been going on Kirkland's lately and I really haven't been like inspired by anything. So that's why it's taken me a little bit. But when I went and searched for their Easter and spring decor, I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so cute. So I'm so excited to show you how you can create these DIYs for less money than purchasing on Kirkland's. So you guys, you know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging this video, if you're digging the DIYs, then make sure you like and make sure you just subscribe. And you guys, this week I have an Amazon live video coming out, and it's going to be all about the craft items that I use on a daily basis that I order from Amazon. So make sure you click my Amazon link, make sure you're following me. That way you're notified when I go live on Amazon. And with that said, let's go ahead and get back into this video.
So here's our next one. I love this bunny. I love its simplicity, and it's $20 and we made ours for a lot less. So I'm going to take this embroidery hoop. I got this off Facebook Marketplace. It was like a huge bundle of them for like next to nothing. And this is the 12-inch one. Then I'm going to take, this is actually, you guys, you know all those pillowcases I cut up? That's one of these pillowcases. It was a fall pillowcase on the other side. Cut the backing of it off. And then I am just trying to make sure like I get my placement right. So I know where I want to go. Yes, it has some stains on it. That's why I cut it up, okay? Repurpose, reuse. All right, so now I'm taking this transfer, printable transfer paper. It's from Walmart. I did a Christmas present video and use these. I'll attach that down in the description box because I go over it in more detail. But essentially, I'm just now cutting my image out. You want to cut as close to the image as possible. In the directions, it says to leave like an inch or something crazy, but whatever is white is gonna show up clear on your fabric. And when I mean clear, it's going to show up in a clear film on your fabric. So I cut as close to the image as possible. Now I am going to get my pillowcase. I'm going to heat it up. I am going to use my easy press on this, and I'm following the directions for heat and time. I put it face down. Now in my other video, I just use a household clothing iron, and you get the same results. So while this is still hot, you need to start pulling back your paper. If you are finding that the paper is still sticking to your fabric, you just put it back down and you're gonna apply more heat to it. But you guys, the detail, and sorry, I got this image off canva.com. All I did was search bunny, and this came up, and it is so detailed. It is so beautiful. I can't believe it. So then I am just going to put this back in my embroidery hoop. I'm going to pull that fabric as tight as I can so we don't have it sagging on us. Next, I will cut the remainder of that pillowcase, and then we are going to just hot glue the pillowcase inside our embroidery hoop so we don't risk that sliding out or moving around. And that is it, you guys, for this one. And look at how pretty. I mean, minus the stains on my pillowcase, it's pretty darn cute. Imagine this too. You can make this image smaller and put it on a tea towel. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, I think I might do that actually for the kitchen. Okay. So next, you guys, so $40 for this, and we made it for, yeah, a lot less than $40, but it was very time consuming. So I took this rug from Dollar Tree, and it's one of like the longer, skinnier ones. Now, when I started this project, I had the nautical rope that was 9.5 feet. So it was a skinnier nautical rope. Well, of course, your girl ran out of that nautical rope and had to go to Dollar Tree. And the only one they had was the 8-foot, which is wider. So you'll see that there's a little difference, but don't worry about it. Okay, so I am just going to hot glue this directly to our rug. You can see I'm going to put a little bit of an overhang on both sides, and you'll see why later. But you guys, this put on a long movie, like put on Titanic or something. Okay, you're going to go through a lot of glue sticks, and you're going to go through at least, I used 3 packs of the 9.5-foot rope, and then that was 7 of the 8.5. So you are 8. So you can see like the skinnier is on top and the thicker is on bottom. But you know what? We made it work. We made it work. All right. So now I'm just going to cut these down so that they all match, so it don't look all janky. And then I am going to fray these out. So all I'm doing is twisting them. Then I get my weeding tool though, and I just pick them apart, and that was a lot easier than twisting all of them open. But I really liked the frayed look. If that ain't your look, then you can easily maybe just go around the entire carpet with some more nautical rope for it to be finished. Next, I take this stencil. I made this with a folder divider on my Cricut. I swear this isn't even like a sponsored Cricut video, you guys. I just happen to actually be playing around with my Cricut. So I made this. We're going to cut out the bunny. I'm taking, I think that, what is this? Pool by Waverly. And I'm going to just stipple the paint right on. I only have to do 1 coat of each color paint on this, and it turned out fabulous. I will say, once you lift your stencil up, if that's what you're using, make sure to clean the back of it, because once I moved it over to do the pink, there was a little bit of that blue underneath that kind of got on the rug, but I fixed it, don't worry. All right, so now you'll pull that up. Look at how good that came out. And I did my pink. Now I'm taking the other part of the transfer that I cut out, and I lay that on top of my bunny so that I could do its tail. So easy peasy. And these turned out so stinking cute. Look at that. Now, you guys, I film with my phone. So I didn't realize that the Kirklands edition said like hop on in. So I kind of forgot that part. But needless to say, it came out cute nonetheless. The pink is Diva Pink by, I think, Apple Barrel. And then Light Lavender by Folk Art is going to be the purple you're going to see. All you have to do is spray this with some like water-based spar urethane or polyacrylic. I do have an overhang on my porch, but this is definitely going outside. I love the way it looked. It cost us $11 in Dollar Tree supplies, and then the dividers I already had, the paint I already had. So 11 versus, what was that? 30, 40, $40. So yay. All right, guys, and I wanted to show you this real quick. If any of you were like, what is an Amazon Live? So I go on Amazon and I talk about different things. So like this one I did all wood round supplies, and I take you through each of the supplies that I have, how I use them. There's a little carousel on the bottom that you can see where the product pops up. Makes it super easy to add it to your cart, and it's a nice way. It's just like a YouTube live. Like I can chat with you guys. We hang out, we talk about stuff, and I do different videos on different things. So definitely click the link down below. All right, this one, you guys, was $45. I'm sure it's a lot bigger than what ours is going to be, but you'll get the idea, okay? So these are the images. These are canvases from Dollar Tree. Yes, that's a donkey, and I know the other one was probably a lamb from Kirkland's, but we just doing our thing. So I am taking my craft knife, and I'm cutting around the staples first. All right, we want to detach this canvas from the MDF frame. And this is an MDF frame, but we're going to paint it so it's not going to look horrible. All right, just go with me here. You'll see the outcome, okay? So we are going to take this off. And then after you get the main canvas off, goodness, how long did I want you to watch this for? I just want you guys to spend more time with me. Okay, then you're going to pull the rest of the canvas off. You just want to get that bulk off of the back of the frame so that when you staple it back down, it's not going to be an issue. Then taking Rich Black by Folkart, I'm going to paint the frame inside, outside, on the sides, all of that stuff. And this really covers the ugly like MDF part and makes it look more like a frame. Next, I take the canvas and I'm cutting right there. You could see the line from where it used to be on the frame. I'm going to cut that down first, and then I'll put it behind my frame. And then after that, I kind of just like cut whatever I need to off of it to make sure that it fits on the back of the frame. Now, I have my frame over the image. I'm taking heat transfer vinyl, and then I'm going to take my mini easy press, and I think I had it on low temp, and I probably did like rubbed it on there for like 30 seconds, and oh my gosh, this went on so easy on this canvas. And you guys, like, you can do this with so many different things, like put a little girl's name on it, put a little saying on it. It's absolutely, like, look at how cute that is. I think it's cute. All right, and then I'm just gonna put I'm just going to flip the frame. Okay, lay it over. Make sure the trick with these is you need to pull tight. So staple one side first. This is just a household stapler. And then when you go on to the other side, pull it as tight as you can so you don't have your canvas sagging, and continue stapling all around. And then you have this beautiful, look at how he took $1. This was $1 at Dollar Tree, and took it up to a whole nother level. And like I said, like, we can put names on this. You could put different saying on these canvases. It really opens your eyes to what you can do with Dollar Tree canvases. All right, this next one, don't know why I have it going like this, but I think this one was only $20, but it was something about the raw wood that got me. So I am going to take this frame. I got it from Arteza a long time ago. They sell packs of these, and I think they're pretty affordable. So I'm just taking painter's tape, and not that you can see what I'm doing because I'm a professional, and I am just going around this entire sign to tape it off, and then you'll see what I'm doing when we go to the next part. Okay, so you can see right here it's all taped off. I'm going to take plaster by Waverly, and I'm going to do 2 coats of this in the center, obviously. That's what I'm doing right here. All right, next, you guys. So this is veneer wood sheets from Cricut. Again, I'm not sponsored. I just was like, I'm going to play around with my Cricut. So I cut these eggs out. This looks like raw wood. It's absolutely beautiful. I painted the eggs in all different, I try to match actually the Kirkland's one pretty close. And but you can use all different colors. I was trying to go with like the wreath colors that I used on the eggs, and I had so much fun doing this. I will say this veneer material did bow when I applied paint to it, but once I glued it down to our frame, it didn't bow, nothing popped up. So I will give you that tip. But after we're done painting all of these, I kind of lined them up to the side on how I wanted them. And then I am just going to take my detailed Sure Bonder and start applying those little eggs. And make sure you do line them up so that you know your spacing ahead of time. There's nothing worse than like having an idea and starting to glue things down and then being like, oh, I don't have any room for that. Great. So again, I just glue all of these down. It worked out perfectly. And you'll see this veneer, it's so light. It's like a super thick cardstock is what it feels like. And they come in, I think 11 by 11 sheets. There's like 2 in a pack. I'll try and link them down below. And this is how it turned out. Look at how cute that is. And you could see the veneer, like it matches the raw wood of this frame so well. Let's cry. All right, you guys, thank you guys for being here with me today. I always appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend with me. Make sure to check out the Amazon link down below, and I will see you Saturday.
Like, look at, I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant and like my hair is growing, but it literally looks like a baby's head. Like, and I don't know what product to use where it's not going to be like crusty looking. Like I still want it to look soft, but at the same time, I mean, in the light, like it looks, I mean, it looks crazy. Take a moment. You guys, pregnancy's got me like, whoa, some days I'm so good. And like today I sat down, haven't even completed one DIY and my back is killing me. And I know y'all say you gotta rest your body, take care, all that stuff, but I have to work. Like this is my income. So it's hard and I'm complaining. I have a healthy baby, so I'm super, super, super blessed. I get, tired. Okay, let's do this. And here's the baby bump update. I think I just gave you guys one, but here you go again, just for those of you that didn't watch the haul video. And my maternity pants keep falling down and it's annoying. So, bye you guys.